I hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hour faster than most people, without running ads, without buying subscribers, and without going viral. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you how I did it step by step. Whether you are just stuck in 500 subscribers, this video is for you. In 2025, YouTube is now more competitive, but I'm going to be showing you the smart way for you to stand out and for you to get monetized faster. The first on my list is focus on one niche. Yes, what actually helped me is when I started YouTube, I was posting random things, but I realized that focusing on one niching down to one particular title, one particular niche was the best option for me, which I did, and I saw changes. I saw improvements in my channel, the views and everything. So you need to stop posting random things. Yes, you need to stop posting random things and focus on one niche. If you want to go into teaching people how to grow on YouTube or how to make money, make sure that is your niche. You post on it, you create topic on that. If you want to go into vlogging, look for topic you want to talk on vlogging, on your daily activity, what to film on. That is it. You need to focus on one niche instead of posting randomly. Any video you see, any video you do, any topic that comes to your head, you will just make video. You are not going to work. It is not going to work for you because you are confusing YouTube algorithm. They don't know which people to push your content to. Today they'll push your content to people that want to make money. Tomorrow they'll push your content to people that are into lifestyle and daily vlog, this thing. So another day they'll push your content to people that are into tech, because they are confused. So it's going to confuse the algorithm and they'll stop working on your channel. So you need to focus on one niche. Which niche do you think that you'll be comfortable in making? And that niche should be something that will make you happy, something that you know that you will not run out of idea. Though it's normal for you to run out of what to do, but something that you enjoy making, video that you enjoy making. So you need to dive down to one niche. Number two is use search based title. Yes, I started making videos on things that people already want to watch. Searchable title, clickable title, that you know, okay, these people are actually looking for this topic now, let me talk on it, so that your video will reach more audience. Even if it's 50 views, 20 views, just make sure your video is more relatable to people that they want to watch. That 50 views, if 50 people watch your video from beginning to end, you know how many watch hour you have gotten from that particular video. So you need to start making video on searchable topic, trendy topic in your niche. After niching down, then you start creating videos in your niche, creating videos that are currently trendy. That is why I've talked about how to use AI to look for content ideas. No matter the niche that you are in, you can just tell AI, this is my niche, this is this is what my channel is about. So I need trendy title, trendy topic, trendy videos on my niche. Give me ideas on video to make, and ChatGPT will give you, AI will give you what to do at that time. So you need to start to look for searchable titles, searchable videos to make, so that people can look for your video and they will see you will get more visibility faster. Third on my list is thumbnails that make you click. You look at the thumbnail that you're making. If you are the one that come across that kind of video, just forget that is your video. But if you are the one that come across that kind of video, will you want to click on the thumbnail and watch? Use thumbnail that will attract people. It might not be too fancy, or it can just be one word, but that word is bold enough, that word has enough of information that will attract, that wants people to watch the video. The word is very bold that people will say, oh, let me see what this video is about. So you need to start using thumbnail that is going to attract your viewers to watch, to click on your video and watch, to click on your video and watch. Because if you don't use thumbnail that will attract your viewers, you might have the information, your title might be it, but your thumbnail is just there without no information. It's not passing, nobody is curious to know what is this video about. Does this person have the information to give me? So that is why you need thumbnail that, because the fact is, the truth of the matter is, thumbnail is the first thing your viewer will see before your title. That is just the fact. Because if I'm scrolling through YouTube now, is the thumbnail I'm seeing, I'm not bothering to read the title. Then if I now see the thumbnail, I'll now go ahead to read the title of that of the thumbnail of that video and say, okay, maybe at least the thumbnail attracts me, let me click on it and watch. It's from the thumbnail that they will not check the title, that they will not click on your video to watch. So that is why you need thumbnail that use a bold word that people will see. Is not something that is very tiny, that what is this video about. Or if you don't want to even use word, your expression should give people, like, should make people more interested in your video. Like maybe you're talking about the monetization, the way you your expression, maybe the video the picture you use for the thumbnail, you want to make people interested, your viewers interested in clicking on that video and watch. Number 4 is posting constantly. Be consistent with what you are doing. If you want to post 4 times in a week, do so. Just post 4 times in a week, and be consistent does not really mean you posting every day or 2 times in a day. It can be you posting once in a week, it can be you posting 2 times in a week. That was what helped me. Currently, though school is really stressful, I know it's hard for you to put your content creation and your job together. Like, it's really stressful. Me that I'm still in school, like most times making video is just so stressful, but I say no, I want to keep going, I don't want to give up, I must keep pushing. And most times I will just say, no matter how tired I am, let me just make this video and post. I have what I want to post, I have the topic I want to talk on. But to just stand up, because if I come back from class, I'll be really tired to make video. But I know it's hard, so that means you now have to look your schedule, your time, that okay, this is the time I go to work, or this is the time I go to school. Will 2 times in a week be okay for me? If 2 times in a week is okay, go with 2 times in a week. If it's 3 times in a week, go with 3 times in a week. Just make sure that 3 times in a week is 3 times in a week. Or you can even say 3 times in a week. Sometimes if you have chance, you do 4 times in a week. But don't post once in a month and come back after how many months again. You're not think on posting again. It's not going to work. You need to start posting, so that as YouTube is pushing one of your video, you are posting another one, they are pushing that one, people will be seeing it, people will now start getting interested in your video, in your channel. They want to subscribe, they want to look forward to you posting again. I know a lot of people that will reach out to me, if you have not gone live for a while, what is going on? I say it's my school. You have not gone live for a while, you have not posted today, when are you posting? I know a lot of people that reach out to me because of that, that when are you posting, when are you going live, I have some question I need to ask you on your live stream. I will just tell them, just ask me here. I don't know when I'm going live again, because of school. But now I want to be consistent with that, my going live. I think Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, maybe those 3 days, I will try to be going live. Let me not just leave live streaming for now. I don't want to leave it for now, because school has been really stressful. So going live weekdays is going to be hard for me. So that is number 4. You need to post. Don't say post a week, 1 week, and maybe after how many months you now come back again. You need to be consistent with what you are doing, with your posting. 4 times in a week post, 3 times in a week post, 2 times in a week. If it is once in a week, make sure that your once in a week is once in a week, and your video is carrying educational values, teaching people something. Some are teaching people something. So that is number 4. Number 5 is I made watchable video. You can see the way I started. I did not go around talking, beating around the bush. I just went straight to the point on what I want to teach you. Keep people hooked on your video, that this is what your video is about, this is what you want to teach from the beginning, so that they can watch. And as you are talking, don't bore them, don't make it boring, make it engaging. You can even talk about yourself at one time, your experience, make them relate, let them relate to you, that oh yes, you too have gone through that thing before. You too, okay, it's hard for you too. We all know it's hard to post consistently, is hard, but we just keep pushing. Encourage them, like just make them try to watch from beginning to, even if it's not beginning to end, make them watch at least 2 minutes of your video. So your first 30 seconds matter. You need to keep them hooked. You need to give them the information on what you want to do. Don't make them within 1 minute of your video. I was doing that before, trust me, I was doing that before. Within 1 minute of your video, you are just telling them talk, so they don't even know what do you want to teach. What is this video about, safe? I was doing it before until I learned and I changing started changing, and I just go straight to the point. I don't need to beat around the bush. You don't need to make a video very long. When your video is very long and the video does not take any information, because I feel that is what people do, talk from beginning of the video so that your video will be long. If your video is short and it has the information that you want to pass to your audience will watch from beginning to end. Then your video is not very long and your audience just watch how many minutes or how many seconds. It's going to be bad. So post watchable video so that your audience will be glued to their screen. They will watch your video from beginning to the end. Number 6 is using shorts for my advantage. So a lot of people say that it's bad to post short, but you need to know the type of short you post. From your long form video, you can actually remix short from your long form video and post. So you not link it together. You're not directing audience, because short intend going viral. Short intend getting more views than your long form video. So you posting, remixing what you are talking now, the best version of what you say of your long form video, remix it into short, then link it together. And if somebody watch your short and is really interested in that your video, in that your topic, they'll click on the link, they'll click on the long form video to take them to the long form video, and you are getting viewers from there. You are using your shorts to drive audience to your long form video. So that is it. I know a lot of people say short is not good. I feel that the short that is not good is you posting random shorts, yes. But if you are remixing from your long form video to your short, you're still going to get views. It's not going to hinder you. It's even going to give you more views. Same as far what you are remixing is the best version of it. You can check your analytics and see, oh, most viewers are coming from my shorts, and that is just the best way to use shorts. The thing is, most people don't know how to use shorts. They don't know how to use shorts to get more views on their long form video. That is why a lot of people are saying it's bad to post short. Some people even deal with short. Some creators deal with short. They don't post long form video. They earn from short, and short is really paying them. So you just need to know the best way to post your short videos. Number 7 is I started replying to every single comment. Any comment I see, I reply. If a person asks me make video for me, I will make the video. It's another form of even getting a video ideas. From your comment section, someone asks you a question, use that question, turn it into video. Another video have come for you to make, another topic of video have come for you to make. So it's another form. That's because I feel as you are replying your messages, it's giving YouTube, is alerting YouTube algorithm that, oh, there's engagement in this video, let's push it to more audience. Immediately someone is dropping comments and you are seeing it, you are replying. 3 people might drop comments and you reply to that 3 comments. It should not be 6 comments. It will alert you to YouTube algorithm that, oh, this video has engagement, let's push it more to more audience. So that is how the algorithm works. Don't just leave your comment, no matter how, if the comment does not make sense. If it's something, just reply to the person, oh, do you really understand the video? Oh, are you confused? Do you have any question? Just do that. Start replying your comment. Is going to help your growth here in YouTube. The last one, but not the least, is I started studying my analytics. If you guys notice my videos now, I don't know if you can go through my video and see that I started remaking videos I have made before, like similar topics, because I noticed that I get more views on that. Audience are more interested. Like if I post how much I get paid in so views, a lot of people used to watch it. I noticed that particular topic, how much YouTube paid me for this amount of views, how much this YouTube, that is what people are interested in watching in my channel right now. Like they want to know, people are curious, how much does YouTube pay for this? As a small content creator, as a small YouTuber, you're still growing, you have not gotten the views, but YouTube is paying you. They want to know how much. That is what I've noticed in my channel. I started studying my analytics. What do people want? What do they want to watch? I noticed that one, how much YouTube pay, and I noticed about paying app that pay you money. If I check my YouTube, if I study it, I say This is what they are interested in. So know what your viewers are interested in and push more videos like that out there. If you push more videos, you'll start getting views, you get the watch hours. You are getting views, you are getting watch hour. Know what your audience are interested in watching, so you will know how to put it out there. And that is it. You don't need to pay for ads, you don't need to buy subscribers, you don't need to pay people to promote your channel. You can do it with all these things I have listed. You can be able to monetize your channel, get your 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 watch hour within the space of a month or 2 months. You can just give your time within this time. So you know how you calculate, if I make this amount of video, if this amount of people watch, I will get this. Make another one, let me just dedicate 2 months to posting and see the changes. You surely see changes. So that is it. You don't need to pay ads, because I feel paying for ads, it's actually okay though. If you want to you want to promote your channel on YouTube, is okay. But you know that the watch hour you get, they are not counting it to your 4,000 qualification number of this thing you have. So that is it. That is why it's not good to pay ads if you are looking for 4,000 watch hour, because you will not get it with that ad. No matter the watch hour you get, even if you get 10,000 watch hour from the ad you do, they are not adding it to that your requirement, the 4,000 requirement, or the 3 million, three is it 3 million, sorry, 10 million short views in the space of 3 months. So that is it. We have come to the end of today's video, and I hope the video was able to help you. The video was able to teach you on how to grow your channel, on how to get your 4,000 watch hour and your 1,000 subscribers on the space of 2 or 3 months. And that is the end of today's video. See you all in my next video. Unless I forget, if you have not liked the video, what are you waiting for? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any question at all, put it in the comment section. I am going to reply you. If it means me making video for you, trust me, I'll make video for you. Bye. See you all in my next video.